The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Now Penix. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. On the bootleg, it's Penix. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Penix to the air once more. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To the air goes Daniels. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? At this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so. I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Caught by the tight end Ertz. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. Now Daniels. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Steps away to his left. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because
Zach Ertz, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Commanders up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right, throw it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. Looking to throw, Penix. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll throw with Penix. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, they're changing this at the line. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that will force a turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Throwing now is Daniels. Being chased out left. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some...
Oh, an ill-advised throw back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Nightmare of a game continues for this quarterback, brought down with the game already decided. This sack adds insult to injury for him. Multiple turnovers, down by multiple touchdowns, now dumped early in the drive in the final quarter.
He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly...
Held him to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and... First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Samuel going to go in motion right. Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Daniels looking to throw. And right away, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
Back to throw now on first down. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go play action. Daniels. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Off the play fake, Daniels out to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. How about this? They'll change it at the line. On 4th down, here's Daniels. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jaden Daniels taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Penix. Locates Mooney on the out route. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To the air, Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Robinson up the middle. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And looking to throw, Penix. That's complete to Mooney.
Room here to run. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Darnell Mooney.
41 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
A gain of 14, first down, Commanders.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So first and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Daniels. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great effort there. 30 yards.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level.
Gay is on for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And Pitts is going to pick up a Falcons first down as he's up to the 43.
Back to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down. Now Penix. Touchdown! Drake London.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons have moved out in front.
Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball is going to come out to the 40. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at the 40.
Here's Daniels.
Flushed out right. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go.
To throw is Daniels.
Buying time to his left. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 2. To the air goes Daniels.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts,
as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. Slings this deep for McLaurin.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin,
38 yards.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
This pass is caught by London.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
Looking to throw, Penix.
Steps away to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. And give him a gain of 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final shot before break. Daniels. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They'll throw with Penix. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Penix. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. On the give, here's Robinson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. A play fake. Now Penix. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Ray McCloud, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Daniels.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Daniels looking to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Atlanta, Georgia's the spot, and glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Daniels.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Forced out to his left.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. From the 25, here's second down at a yard.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They go play action. Daniels.
He's got it.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Daniels going to try and throw for it.
Being chased out left. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
To the air, Penix. This one into the hands of Pitts.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10,
right at the 40.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Operating from the gun, Penix. That's complete to Mooney.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Here's Robinson.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And looking to throw, Penix.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Javon Kinlaw busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Penix working out of the gun here.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Daniels escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Working out of the gun, Daniels. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
You think about the great receivers in the game, what do they have in common? The ability to create separation in their routes. Whether it's a head fake, a sharp cut, sowing a different route, the subtle bump, it's a tough skill to teach. And this is well done here to get open and pick up the first down.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Here's Daniels. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons will take over here at their own 12-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now Penix. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Penix. Dancing to his left. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, If they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
To the air goes Daniels.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Daniels.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lane. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
Eluding the pressure right.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Lane. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
Off the play fake, Daniels.
Flush to his right. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down. And it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it. Back to Robinson now on first down.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining.
Japanese denim flying straight from Manopon. Rolling out to Durban, Marvel pudding with some prawn. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don, huh? I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, not you.
Dallas Multipass.
I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a Ibiza.
Ibiza. Yeah, it's pronounced Ibiza, actually. Yeah.
What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas at the Caesars. My winter out in Josie, not in Bali, cause it's cheaper.
Switch it up.
From Africa, home of the diaspora. More than the trip around the globe, we just set the law. Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these raps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie, I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, posted up like some Timberlands, homie. So I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's Ibiza. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's Ibiza. Oh, you stay with it. In the same city. I done been around this world, you can't think with me. Oh, you a wannabe, I'm what they wanna be. A well-adjusted free thinker, that's autonomy. That means I make my own decisions, boy, what do you do? I could spend a week or two out in Honolulu. And I ain't got $1 billion, but I got a screw loose to the people that see the world just like the news do. While you stunting on the block, you can invest that money, get funded by some stocks. I'd rather make a punchline than punch into a clock. Life is hard, but you won't change it just wishing on a star. Cause you can miss this like you in the dark. This beat is intimate, so you can really feel my heart. System built for us to fail, but somehow we all prevail. By the time I was 17, man, I thought I'd be in jail. Cause we moved out to the burbs and still get cuffed up in a cell. Most are blind to this world, but this world, I see it well.